Do the Bears have any chance on Sunday? Sports Talk Chicago here with Jon Zaghloul. In this video, we're going to break down the Bears-Eagles game coming up on Sunday. I'm going to give you a score prediction and tell you why it's going to be very hard for the Bears to come out on top. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, set up notifications so you don't miss a thing. We talk Chicago sports daily. We have interviews with former Bears players, former baseball players, people who cover Chicago sports daily. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Jon Z Sports, Facebook, Jon Zaghloul. And if you want to watch more of this show, head on over to sportstalkchicago.com. I want to start today with this. It's going to be very hard for me to sugarcoat what will happen to the Bears on Sunday. Not going to sit here and tell you it's going to be even a close game or a competitive game. The Eagles are 12-1. They're the only team in the NFL as of today who's clinched a playoff spot. Have an MVP quarterback. Have a great run game. Have a pretty good defense. I don't expect anything from this Bears team on Sunday. So whatever they do, whether it be good or bad, it won't be that much of a disappointment to me. If they play well and somehow play with Philadelphia, that's going to be a huge win for them and a nice moral victory heading into the final games of the season, but I don't even see that happening here. Philadelphia's defense is 7th in the NFL, giving up only 19.1 points per game. They have the best offense in all of football, averaging just about 30 points per game. They've lost only once to the Commanders. They have dominated a lot of the teams they've faced and they've beaten. They're a clear Super Bowl contender. So forgive me if I tell you it may be a blowout, it may be a tough game, and it may be one you may not even finish watching. And this is not a slander of who the Bears are, what they could bring to the table. It's just two very different teams we're going to be facing off. I think Bears fans, though, could take solace in what they see. This could be the Bears and Justin Fields in 2 or 3 years. A lot of people compare Hurts to Fields, and I see it. Jalen Hurts last year was being questioned about his starting status in Philadelphia. This year was supposed to be his last prove-it year for them. If it didn't work out, they were going to kick him to the curb. There were people in Philadelphia calling for him to be benched and or released for them to sign a veteran QB. So very similar to Fields in that sense, and both of their games are similar. Hurts this season, 3,100 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, 3 picks. But then on the rushing side of things, Hurts has 686 rushing yards and 10 more touchdowns. So a total of 32 touchdowns, 3 picks, 686 rushing yards, going to get nearly 1,000 by the end of the season, and probably 4,000 passing yards. That is something you rarely, if ever, see in the NFL. That's more than generational talent type stuff. This is going to be a unique season for him, and I would hope he builds off it for his own sake and for Philadelphia's sake. They're a good team, good franchise, good run organization. There's assistant GM Ian Cunningham, came from the Eagles too. So there are some Chicago connections there. But what I'm going to be watching this weekend specifically is what I would hope is a little bit of a tell into the future. I'm hoping I see a future Bears team, a future Justin Fields, when I watch this game this weekend. Yes, the Bears are going to get their ass kicked, and it's going to be very hard to watch, deflating to talk about on Monday, but if you're looking for any positives, I would say watch this Eagles team. Watch them play. Watch Jalen Hurts dominate. Watch the run game. Miles Sanders do well. He could be in a Bears uniform next year, potentially. Watch how Philadelphia is run. That's my message. Everybody could probably agree this is not going to be a Bears win. No way. Even with Justin Fields playing, even with him being productive, he could have the game of his life on Sunday. It won't matter. Look who you're facing. So if there's anything you want to take away from this game, I would say watch Philadelphia. Watch the Bears because you're a fan, but watch the Eagles if you want to learn about football, because this could be the Bears in 2 years. This could be Justin Fields in 2 years. And that's the exciting part When you see teams who've been through it already, or now there, you can pick and choose some attributes that they have that the Bears could have. And Philadelphia is a prime example of that. Quarterback who could run, quarterback facing uncertainty from his team, his fan base, his coaches, and GMs. Somebody who turned it around because their coach catered to him, Nick Sirianni. A team with a good run game, effective run game, a couple of different guys who are running the football, but mainly one, Miles Sanders. And a team that spent money, bringing in real wide receivers for once. A.J. Brown has been doing amazing for them. Dallas Goedert, too, and Devontae Smith. So the Eagles are, in my opinion, what the Bears could be in 2 years. Take from that what you will. But when you watch this game, I encourage all of you, don't try to be as disappointed with the end result. It's going to be tough at first. I'm probably going to be guilty of it just as much as anybody else. But watch this team thinking, can the Bears be this in 2 years? What have they done that the Bears are currently doing or trying to do? What are they doing now that makes them so successful? And how can the Bears implement that? Watch for that this weekend. Similar to Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts had a lot of issues coming in. Uncertainty, no support, no weapons, and a prove-it type season in 2022. And he's proven it, very much so. Fields, kind of the same thing. Question is, will the Bears spend money around him? Will the Bears continue to endorse him? Will he continue to improve himself? I think all those answers are going to be yes. So you could see this Bears team beat this Eagles team in 2 or 3 years. And that's what makes Sunday encouraging to me. Despite the end result, despite what happens, and we'll break down the game, we'll talk about it, but the real thing is going to be, how similar could this Bears team be to this current Eagles team? How dominant would the Bears be if they could replicate what Philadelphia has done? How excited should we be for the future of this Bears team? All these questions are going to have answers on Sunday. So I encourage you to look for that more than, oh my gosh, they lost, oh my gosh, they're tanking, or oh my gosh, it was just a train wreck of a game. It probably will be. I'm warning you now, it's going to be a train wreck. I'm warning you now, it's not going to be fun to watch. The one good thing is, Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, that's going to be a fun QB battle. Both guys will probably put up decent numbers, although Fields is facing an elite defense. So that'll be intriguing a bit. I think it'll be fun, but the main thing is, what's Philadelphia today, and how can the Bears become that? That should be your question. That should be your mindset when you enter watching this game. If you're looking for things to complain about, if you're looking for the Bears did this wrong and that wrong, well, you're going to find it, and you're going to be pretty miserable after Sunday. I might be too. I mean, it's going to be tough to watch them get their asses handed to them on Fox. It's not going to be easy. We're going to be streaming. That's going to be tough to watch and tough to control my emotions. But if the Bears lose, they regain that number 2 spot. And we will understand and learn more about what Ryan Poles' vision could be by watching Philadelphia play. By watching what they do well. Great defense, amazing offense, good quarterback, good run game, good wide receivers. The Eagles spent money on. No Robert Quinn, he's on the IR, so don't have to worry about him, and no reunion talk there. This is strictly going to be, what are the Eagles today, and what can the Bears do to become that down the road? You're going to be looking at what the future could hold for Chicago. That's what I think you should take away from this game. As far as the score prediction goes, I'm not going to be generous here. This is going to be very tough for the Bears. I say they lose 38-17. Bears will lose 38-17 to Philadelphia. I mean, they've scored tons of points all season. They just put up 48 last weekend against New York, 35 the week before, and 40 the week before that. 3 straight weeks of 35-plus points, and you're facing one of the worst defenses in football. The Bears are going to give up a lot. They may score a little bit. I'm giving them 17. Could be even more. But I don't know how much more or what the Bears are exactly going to do. Anything's possible with Justin Fields being in. I feel like he'll have a decent game running, but again, you're facing a good defense. How will he adjust? And that's something that we could watch for as well. Yes, there could be drops from wide receivers and issues on that end, but how does Justin Fields adjust to a really good defense? First time he's facing a great defense in a couple of weeks. How's he adjust? What's he do? That we can judge and critique and see. If he does not do well against this Philadelphia defense, well, got to talk about that. That's for sure. I'm hoping for a bounce-back game for him after 2 weeks ago, but I still think the Bears are not going to come out on top, and believe me, that's okay. This is a tank of a season for the Bears. Everybody knows it, I think, at this point. There's no hiding it, no secret. I would just hope that we can glean on something positive on Monday. The Bears could play somewhat valiant football and they lose. We could talk about some of the good things they did. Plus, again, what we could be seeing, what this team could be capable of moving forward. And that's going to be the fun part. What are they capable of doing? What are they going to do? How good will they be in the future? How can they replicate what Philadelphia is today? That's going to be the fun part to watch. And I would hope that the Bears could become the Eagles down the road. Because if so, this team's going to be unstoppable, especially with Justin Fields at QB. We don't know for sure, but there is a blueprint in place. And on Sunday, I'll tell you this much, you will see what the Bears could be, as long as Ryan Poles, Ian Cunningham, and company play their cards right and do what they need to do for Justin Fields. That's going to be the key. Thanks for watching today's show here on YouTube. Really appreciate the time. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jon Z Sports, Facebook, Jon Zaghloul. Want to watch more of these shows? Head on over to sportstalkchicago.com. So long, everyone.